Hey, how we doing, traders? How we doing? Good afternoon, good morning. Good morning, not afternoon, but good morning, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get you guys to the open here. Let me go share my screen here, pull up Benzinga Pro here for you guys. While I go ahead and start setting up, you guys let me know how the stream is going. I did this last minute here, so definitely let me know how the stream is going in the chat here. Trying to pull up the chat here for you guys. All right. Give me 1 second here, guys. Just setting it up here. All right, guys, as you guys can see, we've had a lot of gainers. Look at AMC, guys. Look at this chart here, guys. This AMC is definitely ripping, guys. Yeah, I'll try to go back to that chat and push it. If anybody could put that up in that other chat, if they still got it open, that'd be great. Help out each other. That's what it's all about here at the end of the day. Helping each other get towards the open here. Just trying to add some stuff to my description here. As you guys can see, doing this on the fly here. One last second, guys. Be right with you guys. Just pulling some tags here. Trying to get some people to watch us, you know? All right. Okay. And let's do a little countdown here. All right, guys, how we doing? Good morning. Good morning. Let's go ahead and get ready for the trading day. So one of the things that I do when I get started in the day is, of course, is just pull up my Benzinga Pro, and then we get started with here. I'll go ahead and I'll pull it up here. This is what I usually start. I start off with my movers, start looking for the list that I'm looking for this morning. You know, of course, this morning with the vaccine news, we have quite a amount of stocks that are up over 20%. You can clearly see the ripping. If we look at certain areas, we could look at like casino stocks like LVS. Definitely a whole bunch of stocks on the rip here. So we're going to be watching here as we get towards the open. Some of the stocks that I like today are going to be stocks like MGM, maybe some cannabis plays pulling back a little bit. That's what I'm seeing in cannabis on the downside. Let me go ahead and show you guys my other screen here. Got another screen here. This is going to be my trading screen here, guys, and then we could pull up a stock like, let's say, MGM here. Okay, so one of the things that I like to do is let's start using a little bit of bigger time frames. I'm expecting pullbacks towards the open, what I call red to green moves, guys. So this is what I'm going to be doing, guys, is looking for that red to green move pullback. There's a level here in the 24s that we should be looking back for pullbacks. I don't do this every single day, guys. So we're just going to try to work here, work through this. Really what I'm trying to do here is just work you guys to the open so that you guys can see the moves as we get that opening. If we start pulling up our regular, as soon as we get that that market open, we're going to start seeing the change. One of the things that I like to do, and you'll see on this kind of market watch that I use, is I use an open change, and I also use Benzinga to let me know on anything that's moving fast. Use the signals, whatever you can use. So let's go ahead and take a look here at my Benzinga Pro as we're getting set up here towards the open. We got about 12 minutes left. So how's everyone doing out there? I just want to say hi to everyone in the chat. I do see some OGs like Tom Wash, RG, Michael Molina. How we doing out there? Oh, I see Raz out there. Look at that. Raz joining us here towards the open. Joshua Lee. How we doing, guys? We got the airlines and cruise you want to talk about? Let's go ahead and pull that up. All right, so the cruises, we can pull this back here. Let's try to find some cruise lines here. So we got Carnival here, moving up here. Let me go ahead and adjust my camera here a slight bit here. I want to get to where you can see me and my chart here. All right, so we see that. Let's go ahead and look up Carnival on my trading platform here. So CCL, all right, guys. So CCL, you see it pushing up multiple times here, has created multiple resistance in this stock. You definitely could see a push out right out the open. Why? Because if we look at the daily chart, this was actually on a downturn. We got that really big move in March here. You can clearly see that on the daily chart. If you want, I'll make this one the daily chart so that you can see what I'm talking about here a little easier. So the zoom in a little bit here. So, we rejected off those $10 in March lows, and now we're really rejecting hard off of that 15. You could see some pullbacks, but I think, with these kind of cruise lines, hotel stocks, you got so many of them that been waiting for the move. Another one Raz just mentioned is one I'm really thinking about. I got to keep an eye on this one. Live Nation. Live Nation is one that people have been wanting to buy because at the end of the day, once we get concerts back and events back, this company has usually done really well in the environment, and now that we're turning back around, this could be it. Let's go ahead and pull up this chart here. LYV. Let's go ahead and see what we got. See what we got here. It's pushing up there to the 70s, the 68s. I think you can see this one probably pull back closer towards the 66 area towards the open. But definitely we're seeing a move by Live Nation. That's LYV. LYV, guys. All right, guys. Go ahead and put up your tickers in the chat, and I'll go ahead and go through them. We got about 8 minutes left towards the open. I don't mind going through some charts, so let's go ahead and see what we got here. First one up I see is PAA. I don't know this one too much, but let's go ahead and take a look at this one. I'm going to pull up Benzinga Pro to whenever I need to find information, I'm going to Benzinga Pro. So let's go ahead and go here. Let's go PAA. Okay, I don't know too much about this one, so I'm just going to do basic technical analysis for me. This one's coming off that $6 price point, but now it's up here at the 710. So now you're starting to get above that resistance. If you can clear this resistance in the 725s, I think you could potentially get back up here towards the 8. But at the end of the day, this is an oil stock. So oil is going to be basically moving off the speculation that now that we have a vaccine, the demand will come back. So if you're looking at oil, that's pretty much what you're trying to buy into. I don't know if you're trying to do this for a day trade. I personally try to stay away from oil, my personal decision, but to each his own, and I wish you the best in PAA. All right, let's go to another one here really quickly. We got Chegg by Ramis here. Let's go ahead and take a look here what we got. So this looks like a chart that's been, bottoming. It keeps finding support somewhere here in the 72s. I think this one could get a lift. I know a lot of people were expecting this one a lift actually because of the close down and maybe some online schooling. But I think really at the end of the day, Chegg's bread and butter is to go ahead and rent textbooks. When you rent textbooks, you make a huge margin because you get the book right back and you rent it right back out. So, I think this could eventually bring a lift to Chegg. Where is it going to go today? I'm not sure. We're actually down on the day, so we're going to see how this go ahead and gets a bounce back. I think it's an overreaction in my eyes, but we're going to have to go ahead and see if it remakes that shadow. All right, let's go ahead into another one here. I'm seeing ACB on here. ACB, definitely cannabis has been rising, guys. I mean, I think the best in breed in cannabis in those Canadian ones would be Canopy Growth, but they're all on the rise. A lot of people are kind of buying into this, this new presidency in what's going to happen in cannabis. Is it going to be legalized or is it going to be decriminalized? I think those are two separate roads, and we have to kind of pay attention to what happens there first if we're going to be kind of long-term investors in cannabis. But in the meantime, are we having day traders trade these? Yes, they definitely are hot stocks, and they have the volatility to move and make some money. All right, guys, let's keep going. Let's see what else we got here. I see some oil stocks. Let's go a little bit further. I like this one here. Let's go with Maxar here. Maxar is one of my favorite stocks, you guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been pushing this stock for a while. I personally don't own it in the portfolio, and I kick myself every time. Reason why? I've seen this one hold $10 multiple times, and when it ripped out of that $10 hold, we definitely kept going up. This stock got as high as $32 and now has pulled back into the kind of this $22 support. I think you need to see it hold support again between the shadow. You see there's like kind of this little gap here. I would look for that gap to hold first, and let it get back above 24s, holding strong before you start kind of dipping into this one. There's a lot of plays today, guys. It's not just one play. So keep looking for something that can work for you. We stress this enough on a trader's journey, is that at the end of the day, you got to find what works best for your personality. It's not necessarily taking every single trade, guys. Don't be the master of all trades. Try to be the master of one, two trades that work for you, that the probability is nice and high. If that works for your personality, then just keep nailing that. All right, guys, let's keep going here. Another one. Let's go ahead and look. We got FSR here. All right, that's Fisker. This is one that, you're relatively new. I think this is one that you have to try to get on pullbacks. I think that 1050 on the chart looks great here, but it's another one that you don't really have much to go off of. And when you don't have much to go off of, you don't necessarily know exactly where it's heading. You could always get these pullbacks of, let's say, $1. And $1 in this stock is big. We're talking close to 10% on $1 pullback. So you just got to be careful with these. Some that people like in the EV, WKHS, starting to bottoming out. This is one that I brought up in the pre-market prep chat. Be looking for bottom out also. Got another one here. GAN. Let's keep going. Let's keep running. I got you guys. We got like 3 minutes left for the open. Let's keep running it. This is one that I actually really like in the long run. This is one I compare to Twilio. I know Jason's out there somewhere, and to me, at the end of the day, this is one that you see. And what do you see a lot of the times? You're going to see that this is the thing behind the thing, and like Raz always says, the thing behind the thing, usually it does well. So it looks like we have a special guest here joining us.
All right, Mitch, you're doing a good job. But come on, where's the energy? We got the market up at record levels this morning. It's popping. You're diagnosing. You're giving everyone what they want. But come on, Mitch, where are the fireworks? Where's the celebration?
Let's go. I need to put make some money.
Mitch, I need to put a piece of dynamite on your chair so you wake up. Come on, Mitch, let's go.
I need some more coffee. You
don't need coffee. You need to look at the market, limit up, baby. Let's go. Okay, so people are liking your liking what you're doing here. So will you pull up a Gann chart? Someone keeps asking you for a Gann chart. I'm not
Yeah,
sure what they
yeah.
want
This
to
is it
see.
right here.
All right, so
Got
you
it
got a
up right
Gann.
here.
All right, so what are we seeing? What do we? What I? You gotta make it bigger. Wait, maybe
This is
I'm
a
seeing.
daily chart. You want a little
No,
closer?
daily's good. No, daily's good. I just can't. Okay, let me just do this.
I get it bigger.
No, I
Look,
got it. I got it for you. There you go.
that's the best part.
All right, there you go. Look, so we got Duncan trade. Is Duncan trading up right now?
Oh, for sure. I think what's down would be that'd be a
Yeah,
harder one.
that would be a harder question. But well, we got Duncan. Well, we got Tesla. I need to know Duncan, Tesla. What do
Look
we?
at your Duncan pick. Look at that up
What?
there at 106.
Oh, yeah, baby. Come on. Now I want to see. Now give me a Tesla. Give me a Tesla chart. Let's go. Mitch is doing great. Mitch is doing
Tesla.
great. If Mitch is doing great, please hit the like button. If he's not doing great, don't hit anything.
Yeah, let us know, guys. At the end of
Yeah.
the day, we do this for you guys.
Yeah, Yoan, it's called messing with him, Yoan. You got to keep him on his toes. You
Only
know,
way. The
yeah,
only way.
yeah, Mitch. Well, this Yoan guy is yelling at me, Mitch.
Oh, it's all good. Smash the like, guys. Smash the like.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, Mitch. You got the graphic going.
Subscribe. Let's subscribe. Let's do this, guys. Hit the like. Hit
Is
the
this Mitch?
subscribe
Is
below.
this market crazy today?
Oh, I mean, I woke up and I said, "Whoa, where was this last week?" It's kind of like they held everything for this week.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, exactly. Where was this? You're right. Why didn't Pfizer come out on Monday? Yeah, that's a good point. Mitch, if they would have done that, then they would also, that's a conspiracy. Trump held the news, so everyone would vote for him on Tuesday, right?
Hey, you never know. You never know. At the end of the day, one thing I can tell you is you might have gotten the bottom there in Tesla, at least from the chart. That's what it looks like. Raz wins again here on
Oh,
Tesla.
stop. Look at wait, what's it at? I can't even see. Is that 439 or 430?
Yeah, 439 there.
Yeah, baby. I have those
What I
call
like,
options.
yeah, what I liked here is that you're starting to get this kind of downtrending action here.
Okay.
And on the daily, if we can break out from this downtrend here, from that 501, I think if you get into the 450s today,
Okay.
boom, that's your moneymaker there in Tesla. You get into the 450s today, you probably start seeing this volume spike. That's another thing that we're going to be looking at. You see how the declining volume here? That's actually a positive sign. That means that there's no big short sellers stepping in here in the 400s. What I would like to see today would be that big volume rip. Big volume rip in Tesla would show that
Mitch,
the buyers are stepping up through that 450.
Mitch, look what I'm about to drink for breakfast, Mitch.
Woo! There you go, baby.
There you go. So
it started.
Wait, Mitch. So do you think the rally is going to fade, or do you don't want to make that call right now?
All right, here we go, Raz. We're already open. Let's see what happens. So look, some of the stocks that I like today are going to be looking at some of the casino stocks, some of the casino plays. I don't know what you're looking at, but I did like your call on Live Nation.
I bought Live Nation this morning.
I can't blame you for that. I know who is it? It's your friend from Dallas that owns this one.
Oh, Mark Cuban, yeah.
Yeah. Mark Cuban is a big buyer in Live Nation.
I'm mad at myself that I didn't buy more GAN at 16. That's what I'm mad at. But GAN's up 10% today, and all the casino stuff going through. Agree's up. A lot of I've seen a lot of green. Now let's look at the red. I'm gonna switch it and look at my red. Okay. So right now my red here, I have zoomed down 16%. I have zoomed down 60%. If you guys don't recall, I sold some Zoom. It was at 5.90. It's down $82 this morning. Zoom is down $82. Okay. Oh wait, Taco. Why they like my? Or is that? Let's see what's Taco doing. Taco. Where are you? Taco. Oh yeah, up 6%. 847. Okay, we got that going. TRSSF, Mitch. That is that cannabis stock. It's up to 778. We bought that in the room at $3. That's TRSSF. SPH is up 55 cents. But I'm gonna go to I'm going to my losers. Let me go back to the losers.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see what you got.
I am down 20% today on Peloton, down $25, down to 99.
Yeah.
Zoom down 16%. Amazon down 4%. Fiverr down $23, down 12%. These are my losers. Upwork down 6%. And then let's see what else we got. I got one other one. I sold my VSTO comments. I don't have that. Twilio's down 6%. Those are my losers today.
Looks like Peloton getting drilled here at the open.
Yep. Now, what about Disney? Should we hit the bid on Disney? Should we buy some Disney?
I do see in the chat Disney jumped like crazy from John Sample. Let's go ahead and take a look here.
Wow, it's
how
at
we're doing.
144. I had Disney at 100. What the heck? I want to buy some right now.
If we look at the 15-minute chart, that's definitely holding 142s really well there. Now ripping up there, 148, 147s heading on up there. Let's see what happens. You're definitely seeing some buyers step up here right at the open. I thought we were going to get a little bit more of a red open, and we got that in the SPY, but starting to get some kind of buy the dip moments here. I think at the end of the day, what you have to look for is stocks that were looking bad into last weekend, and then all of a sudden the reversal has come, the rotation. And those are going to be probably some of the best plays. Like you're just mentioning, Disney. It was one of the ones that people were kind of worried because of their parks. Is this going to reopen their parks? It definitely could, and they're doing really well in Disney Plus. So the story could definitely change there.
Yep. And and also not just the parks, but ESPN's being more cost conscious, may cut some people. So maybe it's going to be, better expenses, better profits. And then the Plus app. I mean, my kids use it. They're Disney Plus subscribers. Now I showed you some of my losers. I'm going to go hit the winners right now. Okay, let's go see what we got going to the winner.
Yeah.
1 second. I got all right. So one of my big winners this morning is TAST. TAST is moving up nicely. SPH. I did buy some Disney just now, guys. LTHM. Wow. Look at lithium, man. Holy moly. Holy moly. I mean, I still own some, but I used to own so much more of this thing. I'm up 200% on this thing. Oh, God, I screwed. Lithium I own, but I owned like 3 times as much, and I sold it mostly at 8. But I still own it. I own this one for 2 years. You know how the 1-year tax loss thing? This was one of the stocks I owned for more than a year. So I'm like, all right, I can sell the profit, and so not to get the capital gains thing. And so yeah, I own it, but I used to own it in serious size. It's a mistake. Smile Direct, by the way, up 9% this morning.
Smile Direct, there you go.
SDC, Curaleaf, CURLF, up 6%. Yoan, come on, Yoan. What are you buying? What is Yoan? Yoan is
what's going on, guys?
Come on, let's go. What are the trades you guys are making? What are you guys doing right now? Let's go.
Right.
I want your brokerage crash. Which brokerage do you have, James? I bet you there's gonna be a lot of brokerages that crash this morning with the volatility that you have right now. I bet you will have a lot of brokerages that are crashing. James, Yo-Yo, Jonathan Walker, what are you guys trading this morning? Let's hear your trades. Let's go. I want to see. I want to find some underscores. The Live Nation is it still moving, Mitch?
Oh, without a doubt. Let me go ahead and pull that chart up. I'm trying to actually jump into a trade myself here.
And then JetBlue. Look at that one too. JBLU.
Live Nation pushing very well. Looking like it wants to get up there. I believe it got halted here right out the open. I'm just checking on it, see if there's any more sales, any orders going through the time in sales here, the box. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any orders going through there. Looks like it's halted up here. Definitely ripping, as you can see from that chart. All right, what else we got here, guys? Seeing some tickers in the chat here. We got Fiverr down $18.
And by the way, I own Fiverr. Uh-oh.
Well, I mean that one's it would be a more stay-at-home play, right?
Yep, it would be.
Exactly, and that's going to happen. Doesn't mean that it's completely gone, but definitely taking a hit today.
No doubt.
We see another one here in the chat, JetBlue mentioned by Buzz. Let's go ahead and take a look at JetBlue here, see what happens. I actually think JetBlue and love Southwest Airlines. Those are two of the best, at least in the fundamental wise. If you look at the airlines, so if there's going to be any of that get the positive boost, I think those are going to get lift. I know AAL was in trouble, so you're definitely seeing a lift in that stock today. But some people, I can tell right off the open with that amount of volume and it heading down, some people are selling the rip, selling the rip. Sometimes it takes you have to take the profit sometimes, you
So,
know.
Mitch, I'm putting up a limit order to sell my fiber, and my reason is because I think if this rally continues, fiber can sell off a little bit more, and I just want to get out a little bit and then buy it back when it's cheaper. So I'm putting a limit order to sell my fiber at 156 flat. The bid's at 155.52 and the ask 156.02. So I'm selling a flat, and then I want to buy it back at like 145.
I can't blame you for that. As you guys can see from the chart here, why would Raz want to come back here in the 145 area? Is he sees support there? Sometimes it's better to get out of a trade that you feel is heading down than just to go ahead and hold it and become the bag holder. You know, the number one thing you don't want to do is start becoming a bag holder, because if you become a bag holder, that's how you get left with your capital and just in your hands, and you can't trade anymore. So you got to admit when you're wrong. I think that's one of the hardest things to do as a trader, especially one when you're making great gains on other ones, like you're making great calls on Duncan, on the other one. Sometimes you just got to let one go.
Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. Good luck, James. Thanks for checking in. Good luck with the work. We'll try to support the market for you. Will you pull up SQQQ for my friend Yoan, who likes to tease
Oh,
me?
like some leverage.
Yeah, he's at it. Yoan is at it. Let's go, Yoan. Hey
Let's
guys,
do it. Let's do it.
will you guys like and subscribe and share this with your friends? Share it on your Facebook feed and Instagram feed so we can get the word out. We're doing this experiment of doing this show right now. Mitch is doing it, helping out, and I know you guys love Mitch. So hit the like, slam that like button for him.
Let's take a look at that. All right,
Yes,
so what
yes,
I'm
sir.
seeing right now, I'm going to actually show my trading screen here for you guys a little bit. So what you're seeing multiple pushes up there in the 1880s. What I would do is I would go back a little bit in the time frame so that you can start seeing some of the bigger traders. So there's some more support here at the 1818, and then you could draw kind of this downward trend line now to start touching here with these two highs. Once you see those highs start touching, a trend line is made when you get three touches. So now that we have that three touch, I would want it to get above that 1880s and start holding some volume up in the 19s. Of course, what is the SQQQ? Essentially, you're going against the QQQs. So if I wanted to kind of show that, I could pull up a QQQ chart here and go in and zoomed in here. And then let's go ahead and get into a minute chart so that you can see it kind of pairs trading here. So if this goes down, the QQQs, you should see the SQQQ go up. Now this one's a little leveraged, so it moves a little bit faster than the actual index itself. But that's kind of what you're trading there if you're in that kind of game. Whenever I do these kinds of trades, I also keep an eye on the VIX and kind of the volatility, just to kind of keep that in play, just so that you want to see the VIX kind of continuing to get the volume push. Because if the VIX is going to continue coming up, that usually shows that volatility increasing, which usually brings our indexes down. But as we can see, we're trying to push above that 19. So definitely getting that kind of pullback that we were expecting. Could have been an overreaction, because stocks got way too far past their limits there. I see some stocks up here, 71% here. Let's go to AMC, guys. AMC is big mover here, guys. Is it going to hold this $4? I think this is going to be very vital to the stock right here. You see, it came down to the 360s, 350s, and it came right back up to the 4. This is kind of what you're seeing, that line. That line is the VWAP indicator, guys. We actually just put out a video on this, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and check out a video on the indicator that you guys see here, this is the only indicator that I use and the only indicator that you see Kenny Glick use. And that's the one that we just did on a trader's journey. This is an expert that uses the VWAP to go ahead and trade off of earnings. So definitely check out that clip video. It's only about 3 minutes long, and I'll go ahead and I'll put it in the description.
Mitch, I'm making a couple more trades as you're talking. I'm selling a little bit my Upwork. I'm very profitable. It's a very profitable trade for me right now. But if this downtrend continues, it's going to get hurt. Remember, I have a lot of stay-at-home plays and not a lot of back-to-work plays. I did buy some cruise lines. I own some Carnival, so that is good. I'm happy with Carnival. I own Crocs. And some of them I still own GBTC. Peloton, guys, I haven't sold it. I sold a lot a while ago, so I'm not selling it. VSTO is definitely taking a hit today, down 20%. I sold some shares on Friday. The question is, I still have a sizable position. The question is, do I sell the rest of it? I may. I'm trying to position myself to buy some of these back to work plays right now. So I'm trying to buy back to work plays. I'm not buying the UPSs. I'm buying the things where people are going back to work like that. But what I'm doing at the same time is I'm selling a little bit of stuff that we didn't sell Friday just to clear up to be able to buy more of this stuff. So I try to like under leverage and then over leverage. I don't think the vaccine is going away. I mean, it's been rumored for a while. There's been a lot of progress here. So I'm taking that trade. Uber, let's pull up Uber. I may buy some Uber. That's a good one. That's not on my radar at all. I like that trade. Uber, let's see that one. I'm going to zoom in the chart here. We're in Benzinga Pro right now. Mitch is showing Benzinga Pro. If you don't have a subscription, come to Benzinga Pro. We have a chat room. It's live all day. Let's go. What's Uber up today?
Uber is up 10% right now, guys. 10%.
Beautiful. And what about Lyft? Give me a Lyft quote, please. LYFT.
Yeah, let's do it. That's the 15-minute chart. That's as simple as you can pull it up here, guys. As you guys see me in the 15-minute chart here, Lyft up almost 20%. Looks like Lyft is getting the better kind of buys here as it's up 20% versus Uber's 10%. But one thing that I definitely would recommend here is why do we think we're getting a better move in Lyft is because I think you had that down day. There was a down day on the 6th and it pulled back. Whenever you get those kind of reversals in emotions where kind of even buyers be like, oh man, I'm kind of worried about this stock. That's when you'll see kind of a reversal in sentiment here. The catalyst was so positive that, hey, bears got caught. That's the truth.
Yeah. So I've sold some stuff here and I'm liking that. Now the question is, what other plays do I go to for back to work? That's what I need. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. What other plays? Uber, Lyft is getting in the car. Travel. You know what? What about Sabre Holdings? Maybe I'll buy that one. SABR right now. Look at SABR. I think I'm gonna buy some of that for you guys.
SABR
up 30%, up $2. Is it too late? Is it too late?
Let's see it.
I say no. I'm buying 2,000 shares. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. $9. You might get a shot.
I'm buying it. I put a market order on that one, guys. It's bought. Someone's buying. I'm taking my win. Oh, your boy Yo-Yo. He's taking his win on Nah, Kevin. I know Sabre well. I used to own it at $4, $5. I think Sabre will be at $20 stock come the middle of next year. I know this stock. Sabre powers basically like Orbitz and all those sites, Mitch. Sabre is like the database behind a lot of those sites. So I know Kevin Costello is saying short it or not buy it, but I just think.
So you're saying that it's the thing behind the thing.
Thank you. There you go. Yeah. So Kevin, you're taking the short. I'm taking the long. Let's talk in 12 months. See where we go, buddy. I don't know. Yeah, it's the thing behind the thing. That's why I like it. It's like why I like GAN. It's the same thing. Oh, Kevin's not short it. He's just telling me not to buy it. Mitch, I kind of think you either go long something or you're against it. You're either for it or against it. Doesn't mean, or you just don't do it. But Kevin said that I was too late, so that means in the thing should hold true that that he should short it. If he's too late, that's what I would say.
All right, guys. So we're starting to see some kind of pullback here as I'm seeing the majority of my watch list start getting into the red from the open. So, one of the things that I think traders should kind of look at is not necessarily only where the stock is compared to, let's say, pre market. I like to also look at stocks compared to how do they do at the open. So after the open, wherever they open, that opening point, is it green from there or is it red from there? Then that's one of the things that I definitely pay attention to, because a lot of the times you'll get these kind of little pullbacks where the trade was green in pre-market, pulls back at the open, and then goes back into the green. Those are the red to green moves. And the way that I look for those is using a bigger time frame, like a 5 minute or 15-minute chart, to find the support where the bag buyers should come in.
What do you mean by bag buyers? People with the cash?
Yes, the people with the cash, the people with the willing to take a discounted price and a minimal risk to try to get the stock to come back up to, a lot of the times, just resistance. A lot of the times they're not necessarily looking to get the whole kind of breakout move. These are the range traders trying to capture that bottom dip, capture that standard deviation, the oversold, kind of the push down, and then they grab into there and use a really tight risk right underneath it so that they can go ahead and capture that nice, let's say 2-to-1, 3-to-1 look going back up to the resistance.
All right, I'm buying another stock. I'm buying Twilio right now.
TWLO.
Yep.
This is a stock that, Raz, I can tell you right now, when I first started trading, I saw this stock at $30. I will always remember that.
Yep.
There's always opportunities in life to get one of these in your long term. So what you need to
Wait.
know is why it could have that potential story.
Now I think we have an earnings play alert. So I've been long SPH Suburban Propane for a while, boss man.
Yeah.
It has earnings November 12th. What date are we at today?
Nice. 3 days from now.
All right. So I almost just sold some, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna sell it. So
Yeah, actually, I can tell you, I'm liking the chart.
yeah. Feel free to go through charts, Mitch. People like when you do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Feel free to I love what you're talking about, the sports and stuff. I'm more of a fundamental trader, so I don't understand the
All
charting
right.
side. So another one that's up for me today is Beacon, BECN. It's a roofing company, BECN. B
All
as in
right.
boy. Yeah, I like this one.
BECN. Got you right here. Oh, roofing play. I like it. I like it. One of the things that I talked about on Friday was, if we were going to get a Biden presidency, that there was this talk about a $15,000 credit for first-time home buyers. And I think that alone can cause a spark in that industry. So your roofing play here, you can look at LL. That's another one, Lumber Liquidator. You see it's really strong right now. Another stock, let's say in the housing, Zillow. Look at that Z chart. That Z chart. Look at this chart, man. This thing's looking strong. Look at that green candle from 90 all the way up to about almost 120. So I think you're seeing that support for that credit, because at the end of the day, you give me 15,000 to start off my down payment. I don't know about you, Raz. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. And people are, if they, and remember, guys, it's not just this vaccine. There's gonna be a stimulus of some sort. I don't know, what you want to call the stimulus, but there is gonna be one. So that's why I'm looking at some of these plays. That's why I'm buying some of these stocks that I did on. That's why I'm not selling Crocs. It's why I'm not selling my RH. I'm not. I'm looking for the stuff ahead of time. I mean, yes, do I wish I would have bought a ton of Carnival Cruise Line last Thursday? 100%. I didn't, I didn't. And Kevin Costello, I agree with what you're saying on the SBRE. Thanks for explaining your position on it. I agree with what you're saying. But I mean, there's just a lot of plays that are winning today. Now let's look at a play that's losing today. Oh, it's coming back. Slack was down a lot. It's look at work. What's the chart look like on work?
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at work here. You guys can see how fast this is working for me here.
I'm
No pun intended.
I'm Benzinga Pro.
All right. So one of the things that I would say about work is that you had kind of this downtrend, and I kind of made my lunch bet on Dennis with this one, and I won my lunch bet. But to tell you the truth, I think in the long term, he probably had the better look on me, because you saw these kind of multiple highs created here, this trend line trying to break out from it. Now it's going to be all about this 26 support. I think this is going to be so vital for this stock. If it can hold the 26, maybe you give it a test back up to 32. But if it can break that 26 on the downside, we're looking for uh, a move down to 22, maybe 20.
Okay. That's what your take is on it. All right. So then maybe
Yep.
okay, let's pull up a Gann chart again one more time. Is it moving?
Yeah. The GAN is definitely one that has, at least on the weekly chart, as you can see from here, created a solid support at 15. So at least that's you know where your bottom is, at least in
Okay.
that stock. And then so now what you have to do is you have to break out of this trend line. So you have this trend line here, and we have to start breaking out above that. We need to get above $20 with some volume. That's what I would look for this stock in the long term. If it can get above 20 with some volume, then yeah, we can make another attempt towards 30. But it's going to be all about how strong we get the volume to push ourselves in the $17 and $16 area.
Mitch, did you start out trading technicals, or were you all or were you doing something else first? Like, how did you learn the technicals or being a chartist like you are?
So one of the things that I first started doing, guys, is I can say it. I can be as honest as I can. I bought into the hype just like everybody else does, whether it be penny stocks, the Lamborghinis, whatever you wanted to see. And then I started trading the 1 minute chart and looking for patterns. Started learning kind of high day breakout patterns, and then doing different kind of range patterns, using Bollinger Bands. It takes time to really become kind of a master at charts, but what you really need to do is kind of start taking it in as this is my craftsman. This is what I work at, and this is what I want to do. So one of the things that I necessarily do is I've read different books. There's a Japanese candlesticks book that tells you patterns, but really one thing I learned is that technicals don't make everything. And so what I've adjusted to now is trying to combine a story catalyst approach, trying to find stories like, let's say, a good one would be just Pfizer. If we look at Pfizer with the news today, or let's say VIBB that everyone's looking at. So this is a stock that had story. It's going up and down.
Wait, Mitch, can you take your watch list off so they see the chart in the full screen there?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it. Maybe easier
Boom.
to see. Okay, perfect. I don't know
There
if they
you
like
go.
that or not, but let's check it.
Yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know if you guys need me to zoom in a little bit or zoom out. Let me know. But so story is all about, let's go to one that I kind of understand a little bit better, the gambling story. When DKNG first opened up, a lot of people thought that it was kind of a bad environment, but this stock ripped up, and boy, did it create a high. But what do we have? We didn't have anything to kind of go off of support. So when the stock pulled back, that's when we really started finding levels. It's all about levels and technicals. So you need to know where the major supports are. And what I like to use is weekly to find the major support and monthlies to find major support. So we see how we kind of get this bottoming action here multiple times in this price zone. We're not even talking about this price zone. We're just talking about here. You get multiple attempts to break out, and those multiple attempts eventually lead to a breakout once it holds with volume. You see how that volume comes in here? Those are the buyers stepping up here through the 44 and taking it up there. So one of the things you want to see on that pullback is where are we going to hold? We expect to hold near the support on this weekly. It is 35 is what we were talking about. That level, we were talking about it on pre-market prep multiple times. And what did we exactly get? We got a dip through that 35 day right here, and it held beautifully. Let's go ahead and draw this up here. Let's use some of our tools, right? So one of the things that you can clearly see is where support. As you can tell, I need to up my skills here. As you can tell, I don't draw too much with Pro.
You're
There you
fine.
go. So you see the support right here where it reacts right here, and then you see that turnaround. Those are what I'm looking for. And why did we get a turnaround there, guys? I think this all has to do with just the idea that there's going to be more and more states coming towards gambling. And as that legalization happens, you're going to get more and more revenue. And so we have to look for pullbacks. A lot of people get caught buying into highs, and we talk about it in pre-market prep. That's not the way to do it. You got to be selling into rips and buying into dips. That's what's worked in this market. At least that's what we've seen in the pattern. And it happens again right here in DraftKings. Pull back towards a big support, push back up to resistance. So now the biggest thing is you don't want to be buying on days where it's ripping through resistance. That's really hard to do because you have to keep a small risk. So I'd be looking for this one to come back closer towards 40. Anytime that I can measure my risk is always going to be kind of, at least in my eyes, a better trade.
Got it. Okay, I have to jump in for two things.
Go for it.
They asked me what's GAN, what do I mean by the thing behind the thing. GAN powers online sporting websites. Can you pull up GAN's website? It's just GAN software. I don't know, whatever. You don't pull it up.
Let's do it.
But so GAN powers a lot of the sports betting and online gaming. They have about 120 partners. They're the back end to it. So when a casino is going to start online sports betting, like Wynn just partnered with GAN in Detroit, GAN is powering it, and they get a cut of the rake. It's a very nice business. That's the first thing. Second thing is, why does Luke have buy and sell buttons? Luke is using a beta version of Benzinga Pro, and that has buy and sell buttons, so you can integrate your trade into Benzinga Pro. That's what that is. It's a beta version. If you'd like it, let us know. We can put you on the trial. We can put you on the as well with that. So yeah, GAN is making some moves today. I mean, listen, but some of these are long-term trades. Like, I used to get a lot of crap with Tesla when I was at $200, and money fouls doesn't lead. The company executes. I promise. You'll see the stock move. That's just the honest truth. So what I'm hoping with GAN is that they have a lot more B2B deals they sign with other casinos, and they power their online part of it. And so with the online casino stuff being approved in a lot of states, it's a huge, huge boost for GAN. If you're looking for a job, you don't have a job, maybe you should apply for a job at GAN, because they're probably going to have a lot of business with a lot of places that are looking to open up online sports betting casinos. Think about this. Indian reservations can open these online up and attract not even just who comes to their location, but virtually. It's a huge opportunity, and GAN is one of the biggest benefactors of it as well. And there's probably 2 or 3 or 4 Ladbrokes. There's a few others. But my play is I think the big casinos are going to buy out some of these players. So I eventually think GAN's going to be bought out, just like my Dunkin' Donuts trade. I think GAN's going to be bought out eventually for 20 to 40% higher than where it's at today. That's my trade on it. That's it. Okay. And then I told you about Luke. Okay. So yeah, earnings play that I'm setting up. I'm still owning Suburban Propane into earnings. It's one of my trades. Okay.
Yes, SPH. That's a good one. One that I've been doing really well on that I might have to tell Dennis to go selling is Fubu. Fubu's not doing the
writing
best.
that. What's going on with that? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I called this one out in the when it was at the $11, just based off of streaming. I mean, at the end of the day, I think this is where cable's going.
It's called Fubu TV. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone's heard of it. I mean, now that I see it, I recognize the name, but I didn't really, yeah.
So one of the things is we have earnings confirmed for a day now on Tuesday. They will be coming out with earnings. But this stock, what I liked about it is that it was an OTC stock that became into the New York Stock Exchange, I think, at the perfect timing. And a lot of times timing is very important. That's when you saw this kind of the spike happen here in the 20s. And then you saw the exchange here. It spiked up to 14, and the director did a big buy here at the $10. And when I saw that big buy, how did I find that big buy, guys? I used my Benzinga Pro here, guys. I looked at my SEC filings, and I was able to find that big buy on the 14th, the director right here, 200,000 for $10. that's how I found the information, guys. And from that information, I went and took that to go ahead and start trading off of that. I said that I believed in the story, not only because of the direct they're buying, that just gave me support off of that $10, understanding that that was going to be my risk that day.
Yep.
And we were right here at the 11. And our guy, our master chart guy, Joel, told me, watch out for that pullback towards 11. It's exactly where I bought it. I bought it at 10.99 that day. And it went to 10, I think 1080s. So that's what I looked for in this one. I think in the long run, this is a buyout opportunity for a stock like this. Stocks like, I think in the long run, you're going to see T-Mobile, Verizon come out with a TV streaming service. This is what I personally think. I think that these wireless companies want some kind of streaming service because I don't know about you, but if I can combine my phone and then get my TV through my phone for maybe $20 more, $30 more, I'm taking it.
Yeah. Okay. I want to switch subjects for a second.
Let's do it.
So I think a lot of people who are in the room today potentially have a lot of SaaS plays or stay-at-home plays. So although the market is rocketing up, I think a lot of people's accounts may not be as up as like that we think. Well, maybe I'm just prognostic. Maybe I'm just like my account's that way, right? So you may think that I'm going to be up like a ton of money today, but because of the stay-at-home play, if I don't own Carnival, a lot of people, you look at your account and you think, oh, you'd be up 10% today. Well, my account is not that way because I own a lot of Zoom. I own a lot of Google. Google's up, but I own a lot of Amazon. So if you're sitting there and you're wondering why the market's up so much in your market and you're down, well, logic would be told is that you've been making a lot of money during this stay-at-home place, and today it's time for the people, the back to work or Corona go away trade. So you can't win them all, and you can't be on the right side of it all at the right time. So don't like Mitch was saying, don't go chase because for this moment, you're down. Don't go chase it. Like it's the moment. It's a moment in time. So that's what I would say there.
All right, guys. So we're starting to finally find a support here. I think you're starting to see the overall market start getting some buyers starting to step back up here. We had a pullback towards the open. A lot of the times it's going to be retail traders getting washed out at the open. So now I'd look to see at the 10 o'clock swing. A lot of the times we get this swing at 10 o'clock. It's kind of normal. If you look into it, what happens a lot of times is these retail traders trade the first 30 minutes. And it sounds bad, but you can get washed out in that time. So if you don't know how to keep your risk, what ends up happening is usually it comes down to, like I talk about, the big buyers, the big boys, looking at the bigger charts, the 15-minute charts, the 1-hour charts. Then that's why it's important to look at multiple time frames and understand them. But you're starting to see some buys here at 10 o'clock. We'll see if it can get above VWAP. That's what I would like to see. I'm going to show you guys here my trading screen real quick. So VWAP, guys, VWAP is so important to me because it usually, to me, determines bears and bulls. So you see all day we've been below VWAP towards the open. It just cracked that VWAP and held below it. Now, if it can get above 363 on the SPY and hold that, that would be VWAP, and then we could have a swing into buyers. And that's kind of what I look for, guys. And that's why I use the VWAP. Definitely check out that video from Kenny Glick,
Where could they check it out?
Okay, they can check it out in our YouTube. I'm going to actually put up the link right here in the chat.
Is there a breakout section just for VWAP?
Yes, there's actually
there's not.
A clip that just got posted.
Oh, wow. Mud on my face.
Yes.
Mud on my face.
Come on, man. You gotta stay up. You gotta stay up.
Yeah, right. You got me, Mitch, on that one. All right. Yo is gonna like that. All right. Thank you, Mitch.
I got you. The inches, man.
We're just the inches. Mitch knows his shit. This is good. We need to get to 30,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel by tomorrow. We think we can do it, guys. Will you share and like this thing? Will you tell your friends on Facebook to come join in? Let's go. Come on.
All right, guys. Let's do ticker time from the chat here, guys.
They want you to drop your YouTube link for the Trader's Journey thing.
Got you. I'm gonna right now share.
I'll
Right
sing a
here is
I'll
the
sing a
clip.
song while you do it. I'll sing a song.
All right, guys, you'll
Okay.
see the
So
clip coming up right there. Clip is right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the full video. If you have some time once you're done trading and you want to go ahead and watch the full video, I'll go ahead and I'll put that up also. You'll get a lot more, of course, from the full video. But if you just want to learn about the VWAP, then definitely check out that first link.
hey, and guys, we're just trying this as an experiment today with the market, rocking to new highs and limit ups and all that. Mitch just said, hey, let's go live, and we're not normally going live at this time. But if you like us going live, press 1, for yes, or 2, not necessary. And then if you do, try to share us, because the only way they allow us is if the big boss man Luke sees us getting traffic to it. So that's the honest truth. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir. Gotta
Okay.
smash the like,
All right, Mitch.
subscribe with notifications. Let's do this.
Yeah, Mitch, keep doing your thing. They like you.
All right, guys, let's go into some tickers. Time to do some ticker time. All right, I'm going to use Benzinga Pro here for this ticker time. So let's go ahead and look at the comments here. Ooh, I see those ones. Let's start putting up those stickers. What do you guys want to see? I'll go ahead and I'll start looking at the bottom here.
Someone said EXPE, I think. EXPI, sorry.
EXPI. All right, I like that one. Let's go ahead and take a look here.
I never heard of it.
That's kind of more of a day trading kind of type of stock. It moves pretty quickly here. We got a nice hourly pullback here, guys. Hourly pullback towards this kind of old prior resistance that's becoming support here, guys. So for me, 47 is very important. As you saw it reject right back up from that 47. So let's go into a little bit closer time frame, 15-minute. I think you need to really start seeing this one hold. I'm going to see where the VWAP is on this one just on my trading platform. We're sitting at VWAP, and I'll show you guys this just so you guys can see that why VWAP is so important. Look how VWAP is just sitting there.
Wait, does everyone know like the Cliff Notes version of what a VWAP is?
So VWAP, yeah, let's that's a good topic there. So what VWAP is, guys, VWAP is volume weighted price average. So it's taking calculation from the volume and the price action to kind of know where majority of the traders or the majority of the trades have been made. So it to me, I call it the line in the sand, the line between the bulls and the bears. A lot of the times I do fade trades off of these. How do you do a fade trade off of this? Okay, so a lot of times you're seeing a resistance, right? Right here, like on my chart, you can clearly see 450s, 4850s. I do a lot of the times fade trades off of these where I'm shorting into the VWAP and looking for it to come right back down to support. Why can I do that? Because let's say a level right here. Of course, this is not a day that I would be into shorts, just to like give you guys a big heads up. I mean, a day that you're getting limit ups, not the day to fight the market. But in this area is where I look for it, guys, because what you get is that line definition. If it breaks through with big volume, then the bulls start taking advantage. If it breaks back down and the bulls can't get it over that level, sometimes the bears will just wash out the stock right back down to support. All right, guys, looks like we got a super sticker here, guys. We got JCS2TV. Oh, I think we had this guy live before. I think this is the guy that you had live, Jason.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
If someone wants to come live and put their account live and see if their account is diversified or anything, Mitch will take a look and we can put you on live. But
yeah, I did see that support, so let's go ahead and get him his stock here. We got UUP. Look at this. Looks like a nice ETF. Not really sure about this one. Let's go ahead and find some information. That's the great thing about Benzinga Pro. You got all the information right here for you guys. If you don't know what a stock is, don't try to wasting your time and trying to figure it out on your own. Use what you got. Use your resources. If we look at Benzinga Pro, we'll be able to go ahead and try to find out right here. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Sorry about that.
What was that?
I got some animals. I got some pets, guys. All right, guys. So it looks like this is the bullish fund. This is a bullish fund. Where's it following? I'm going to go ahead and try to find out here for you guys. Let me go ahead and pull up the chart at least, and I'll find out exactly on what exactly this follows. Maybe JC could follow it up. I'm pretty sure this is following the overall market, but I don't know this ETF. Usually I know all the ETFs, but let's find out.
It's getting harder and harder to do these days. There's a lot
Oh,
of
it's
ETFs out there.
futures contracts. That's why. I don't do futures. There you go.
Oh,
It's a US dollars futures contracts ETF. Yeah. Let's just say this, not my a cup of tea, but definitely looking strong there.
hey, so I still like Upwork, but I did sell a few hundred shares, like just a small amount, just you know, free up for if this vaccine trade continues, and playing that thing. So I did sell a little bit.
I got one right here. Whirlpool pulling back, guys. I think this was more of a stay-at-home stock, but at the end of the day, it looks like it's just pulling back towards that support of that 185, 190 area. Definitely not one that I'd want to be on the plus side in, just because you got to look for some story here, guys. I think there's a lot of plays that you can find that would be kind of, you got a higher probability to be in some plays, like let's say MGM, some casino plays. You're seeing Carnival. What's happening here today, guys, is a lesson in too far extension. Look at this gap that you saw in Carnival. This gap went all the way up there. I think we got to 20 today. Yeah, we got to 20 in that pre-market spike. And so this is another thing that always know where your supports are. Because look, people were buying that open through the 1950s and probably getting stopped out through the 19s, of course. Now it's coming back towards the support. If you look at the 15-minute, you got clear definition of support down here. And it's a lot easier to buy off of a multi-time frame support than just to get in on 1 minute time frames and try to catch the momentum.
Hey, Mitch, I hate to interrupt you, but we're getting a lot of Benzinga Pro questions. So can you just,
Let's do it.
will you just like see the comments? They want to know it's a one-time purchase. I guess I can handle it. You can either do a one-time purchase or monthly. You could also call, if you want to get some answers to your questions, you can call Jonathan Mallard here. His phone number is something, something, something. I'll figure it out in a second. What's your number? So people can call you, and then you could also email VIP accounts at benzinga.com, the VIP accounts at benzinga.com. That's another one you can do. So, and you can do monthly, you can do annually. You can talk to the community. Okay, Jonathan Mallard is 313-915-5155. That's again 313-915-5155. All right, I already hear his phone ringing. You guys are quick. So again, 313-915-5155. If he can't get it, he'll have one of his team members answer it as well. Feel free to call him and ask him any questions about Benzinga Pro. And last one I'm going to say it, 313-915-5155. I'm purposely not typing in the chat room because, oh, he did it, so he doesn't care. I guess he's cool with it. But if you have any questions or use that code, call him. He knows his markets, he knows his stuff, and he can answer any questions about Benzinga Pro for you. If you sign up today and you still have questions, you'll get videos how to use the platform. You'll get videos of best practices, but you can also call him after you join too. So just keep that in mind. All right, we're getting a lot of stocks. We're getting a lot of stocks here.
Yeah, guys.
Up, you know, in between what hours? I don't know, 8 a.m., 7 a.m. to whatever time.
So I'm here showing one of my favorite features of Benzinga Pro is using these wrist lines. So one of the things you can use is this right here. I don't know if you guys can see where I'm clicking, but what this does right here is this gives you an ability to go ahead and put where your entry would be and calculate your risk and reward. I think this is so important. A lot of the times we set a plan and we don't follow it. So one of the things that I like to do is to set a plan and follow it. I want to set the levels that consider my risk and consider my reward, so that when it comes to that reward point, I'm going to go ahead and cash in. I'm not going to be one of these people that fight it. I set the plan and go for the trade. So if I set that plan and I got in there at 18, I could risk off of that 1750 mark. That's probably where I would want to risk to, right up to that 1750, about 50-cent risk. Look for a move back up above 19s, up towards the 1925 area. That's $1.25 return. So you're talking about more than a 2-to-1, close to a 3-to-1 in the trade idea. These are the ones I really like. Are trade ideas where I can go ahead and do 3-to-1 or 2-to-1 looks. Those have, at least from my data, those are going to be probably the best. And it's all about commissions also. In a free commission world, you don't have to worry so much about entries and exits. But if you are paying commissions, then of course, you have to consider how many times you're going to be getting in and out. In a commission free world, I recommend there's no fear in getting out in a commission free world. All right, guys, looks like I'm going to catch up with the chat here. Got a lot of tickers to catch up with. I got SBE, they got pins, CVS. There's a lot of them I'm going to be going through. So definitely, guys, if you guys want me to go ahead and continue going through tickers in the chat, I need to see those likes jump on up, guys. So let's go ahead and spike them up. Let's go. Hit the like. Boom. Let's go. Raz, you waking up? Let's go, guys. Looks like someone needs a Benzinga shirt. All right, Raz, how could they get a Benzinga shirt today?
I responded.
Oh.
I'm on it.
He's faster. He's faster than me, guys.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Looks like we're starting to see a little push here in CCL, guys, as we're seeing what?
Push. What do you mean push?
Look, right here, guys. Look. There you go, guys. We're starting to see the bottom hold here and volume coming in. So one of the things is I'll go ahead and I'll throw up my trading screen here so you guys can see what we're actually looking at here. All right. Pulling it up here. Let's do it. So with CCL, guys, CCL, you're starting to see that hold. Where did it hold, guys? If you're on the 1 minute, you probably won't see it. But if you go to the 15-minute and you go to a little bit bigger chart, where do you guys see? A pullback towards 18. Right here at the open, we had that push out towards 20, came back towards support. This is why I was talking about in pre-market prep. And that's why if you guys don't join us every single morning, you're definitely missing out. I talk about levels often, and I talk about potential red to green moves going towards support today. And that's kind of what you got here. Red at the open, and now you're getting that green push. Now what I want to see is volume spike. You see how the volume is slowly downtrending here? We want to see this spike up, get back above this level, get up here, show that the buyers step in and buyers take control.
Hey, I ended up buying some of that Saber. We'll see what happens. I got executed. I had a thing I just saw. I got executed. I put a limit order. So we'll see. Ask me in 2 days. That was a bad buy. SABR.
All right. We got some other stocks. Let's get into some stocks here. Let's do PINS. No, we had that in the chat. Let's go ahead and go into Pinterest. Pinterest is pulling back, guys. That was a big pullback at the open here. Oh, it was at 645 in pre-market. It just went down. Looks like they're not considering this one this is more of a stay-at-home play. That's what they're at least what the chart is saying right off the back. This one did spike up with Snap. So Pinterest runs with Snap often. So I would keep a Snap on watch also. Long term, Snap got a huge gap up here from 29 to 35, and it hasn't looked back since. All right, let's go to another stock here from the chat here. Seeing CLX. Seeing Apple climbing. I like that Apple climbing one. Let's take a look at Apple. I think you got enough down days, enough support built up in Apple that I'm kind of mad because I'll be honest with you guys. I was looking for this one to get into this area, into the hundreds and 90s. Never happened. It held support here from this breakout multiple times. You see it coming back down, holding. coming back down, holding. So what is happening now? What does it look like? Looks like we're starting to get that push here, guys. So what I would want to see is I want to see big volume day today and push out above here towards this 129. And then you could get this push towards 140. It is creating a nice bottom here at this 107, 108 area, but it's all about trend with this one. And I think, with the market doing well, you'll probably see Apple doing well. Tesla, I'm sure is doing the same. Yep, doing the same. Finding support. If you look at it on the daily, it found support from this breakout here, the 380 level, pushed down, found some resistance. Now you need to see a big push towards the 450s. All right, guys. What else is going on here?
I know you're saying Tesla 450s. I'm saying whatever because I'm long it, and Tesla's gonna be at 550 in like 2 months. So whatever,
That's the level. That's the
that's
level.
I know that's what I have my call options on Tesla. I have my stock. I'm saying 550 on Tesla. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So I'm sticking to it. Okay.
All right, big level for Carnival Cruise Line starting to break through that 19. 19. Let's take a look right quick.
Are you buying?
Carnival Cruise Line.
Hey, I don't want to say which brokerage it is, but I'm doing some brokerage checks to see what platforms are down and up. I called a couple as you were talking. 1 hour and 10-minute hold time right now.
Hey, you guys are watching us, guys. This is live. My charts, Benzinga Pro working well, guys. So if you're out there looking for a platform that's working well right now in this time, in this environment, look at this. You guys see me using it all day long here. 15-minute chart here. If you got in at that 18, where would we be looking to sell, guys? At that 1925 area, I would look to get rid of all of it. If we gave that risk towards the 1750 off the support on the 15-minute chart, looking for that move back up to resistance. All right, guys. What else do we have in the chat here, guys?
What is the AMD Tesla stock news? Did I miss that? Is that on the news desk? I put Randy on.
I mean, we might have to go to the news desk. All right, guys. I got one here that I'll go through as Jason finds out that one. I got Honeywell. Someone wants to take a look at Honeywell here. Honeywell is a big kind of pullback there towards that 195. But if you look, that's kind of where the support is. Let's look at an hourly chart or a daily chart. Okay, so this one looks like another stock that just kind of maybe gapped up way too big here. I'm trying to find support. Trying to pull back towards that support area.
So the AMD Tesla news, there's a leaked document that teases AMD big navigation thing. GPUs are coming to Tesla, question mark. It's from, I don't know, Tech Radar. They tease big Navi. I don't know about that because Tesla has their own chips. I don't know what Shubs is putting out there. Yeah, there's a lot of people talk about Tesla AMD chips. So big net, yeah. See, but Buzzies are typing what I just said. Sarah, I don't have enough thing on Upwork. I sold some this morning, and I hope to buy at a lower price.
Yeah, I'm looking at this AMD chart. Clearly see some kind of resistance tries here at the 88 level. It's going to be about that 88 level. You got the 76 support long term. And at the end of the day, this one also has a lift because of the new consoles. New consoles coming out have their chips. So that's also a lift support for AMD. I mean, think about where AMD was 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, dude.
It's unbelievable.
It's
it
unbelievable.
Really is.
I owned it at 350, man. And then I bought it at 5. I lost on AMD, but I own that stock. My buy price at 350. If I would just buy it and went on vacation for a couple of years, I would have owned 350 to. I mean, yeah, it would have made would have made 140,000, about $5,000 worth.
Yeah, it just shows you that the thing behind the thing.
Exactly. That's what I keep talking about. The thing behind the thing. That's what I keep talking about. The thing behind the thing. So
Posting up some of the news from Jason, our editor here.
Jason, our editor, who's that?
Sh-
Shubs?
Shubs, man.
You said
Shubs.
Jason. They can be confused. People think they're talking about me. You know.
Is that Jason 2 or Jason 1? Uh-oh.
I don't know. I just call him Shubs.
It's a lot easier.
You could call him the strange Jason. They can't see that I'm laughing, so that's can't see that I'm smiling. But
there you
okay.
go. There you go. There's a
I
smile.
I gave a smile. I can't just say that because Shubs is though he's an interesting rare bird as well. He really is. You know,
No,
some of the things he does is I don't know. You know, um,
let's go to the
look at
next
the
one here. We got some questions on ACB. ACB, we do a lot of cannabis here at Benzinga, so let's go ahead and take a look
we
at
do
some
it. Wait,
cannabis.
hold on. Back your truck up. We do a lot of cannabis here. Does that mean we smoke a
Well,
lot?
hold on, hold on,
What
hold on.
what are you
Well,
saying? What are you saying, boss man?
but I'm not talking about my personal decisions. I'm talking
Okay.
about
All right. I'm gonna make sure we're
we do a lot of cannabis coverage here,
there
and
you
Mitch might
go.
do a lot of cannabis, but
All right. Luke is getting concerned that we're promoting this stuff, although it's like legal now. So I don't know.
hey, I do live in Denver, but
You do. So you're high without being high though, because you're higher than us, like
a
location
mile
wise.
up, baby, a
I
mile up.
know. Oh, Shubs just gave us a smiley face. He's not upset for the weird comments. I mean, his favorite. How about this? You Shubs' his favorite sport. Do you want to know what it is?
What's Chubb's favorite sport?
Take a guess.
Hockey.
Nope. I'll give you one more guess, and if you guess this one right, I promise you, I will send you $250 right after we hang up.
All right, it has to be weird.
What it?
Lacrosse.
Oh, he screwed that one up. Wrestling.
Wrestling.
WWF.
Hey, so we're talking WWF. We're talking The Rock. We're talking Stone Cold Steve Austin. We're talking
Yeah.
Randy Orton, the
Yes.
legend.
Yes. And guys,
Hey.
Shubs is the one who puts the stuff on Benzinga.com. And I gave him some shit this morning because he didn't have the futures limit up basically because of Pfizer. I was like freaking out. I didn't have it, but screenshots, all that stuff. So, the PMP friend should have got this right, Shubs. I don't know if they're here, or maybe we just gave the answer too quick. I should have delayed that answer. Oh, we got a tennis and hockey guess, but no, it is wrestling. Shubs used to be a wrestler. He used to wear those little bikini bottoms and go in and wrestle.
Woo! Gotta get a picture of that.
You want to post a photo of that right now?
Oh, that's lovely, right?
Yeah, no, he didn't do that part, but it would have been hilarious if he did. All right, I'm throwing this up. Aurora Cannabis. Is that what you're showing right now?
Yes, that's what I'm looking at. It looks like we have some people trying to look at this one here. Their earnings came out, and
Shub's got a meow from Snap Crackle Pop. All right,
earnings came out.
Hey, give a like, guys, a share to your Facebook feed or Instagram feed. These YouTube algorithms are very weird, so if you could share it out to your social network, it'd be much appreciated. And we're gonna end in about 10 minutes, so just heads up on that.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's take a look right here at cannabis right quick. ACB. I think this is all going to be about what do we really get here from this next presidency candidate here. Biden said that decriminalization was on the line. I do not think that legalization is going to come of this, but at the end of the day, that's what you have to start looking at. Is it going to be more decriminalization or is it going to be more legalization? And I think that's what everyone's really paying attention to, at least long-term investors. But one thing I can tell you is the volume has started to come back. So it's all about volume to me in these cannabis stocks because we need to see volume to come back in to see that the big buyers are stepping up again. And if you look on the weekly chart, back when we had big volumes was when we had those big breakout days. And if you look right now, we're starting to get that volume again. So whether you want to dip your toes, if you're a long-term trader or if you're a short-term trader just looking for some upside momentum, definitely cannabis will be in play. Which stock to look at, that's going to be up to you to find out what you find is the best of breeds. I always try to stick to the best of breeds. And if I'm not trading the best of breeds, I'm trying to trade the stock that trades with it. So if we're talking ACB, stocks that trade with it, CGC, TLRY, APHA, There's so many stocks, and one of the best ways to find that in Benzinga Pro is using the peers feature. If you use the peers feature here, you can actually see all the stocks that are related to this stock here. So you got Grove Pharmaceuticals, you can find Cron there, you can find different plays also, not just only strictly cannabis plays like this ENDP here or AMPH here. You can find other plays, and I think that's very important, is to find what moves with it, because it's going to be very vital to you to find what moves with your stock.
Yep. No, I think that's a smart move. You're so close to the 200 simultaneous users. You're at 183. I don't know
Let's
what else.
do it.
I
Let's
don't
do
know.
it,
I don't know.
guys.
I don't know what else to do to get you 17 more followers on here. Mitch needs
Oh,
17 more people
watch.
on here, guys. What
I
can
can
we
do
do?
it. Let's make it
Maybe
happen.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do.
Watch. It takes 2 seconds, man. Let's do this.
You're going down. You're down. We're down to 181. Now we're down to 178, 178, 178, 179. I should be an auctioneer. 178, 177. Now you're down 4. Mitch, go back to what you're doing. He says I can
You
bring
being
another
an
account.
option?
Chad Gumat said he can bring another account. Hey, you guys are all in other chat rooms. So, hey, just why don't you say this guy is going through the technicals on trades, whatever stock you want, Alpha, whatever you want. Any good buy opportunities. So there's probably a lot
All
of good
right,
opportunities.
guys. We got a rejection off
I,
that's 19 there.
I still want to buy that Carnival, man.
I like Royal Caribbean maybe, because I mean I've been on their I think at least
Haven't you been
boat,
haven't
boat
you been,
wise,
haven't you been banned from Royal Caribbean cruises for
dude.
from liquidating the casino when you won so much last time you were there?
Let's just say I went on Royal Caribbean and I thought it was Carnival.
That's
Well,
good.
that's what happened there, guys. Those Bahama sales when I used to live in Florida were way too good to give up. Let's just say that. Wow.
At least you're honest, Mitch.
Hey, there's one thing I don't hide on is who I am. That's the only way to live, right? All right, guys. So we're seeing this all the way up there to 75. If you bought this in the crisis, in March, man, you're sitting pretty. Let's just say that.
Yep.
So definitely a good environment now. If we are going to start getting a whole bunch of vaccines to come out, I think this is the time where you'll start seeing the turnaround in these stocks. Can it make up this gap? Yes, it can fill this gap. So you got to be a little bit careful here. It's not necessarily just buy the highs. That's what I also want to remind traders is whenever you have a gap up, you could fill the shadow because it could be too far of a gap. So always keep that in mind. Know your risk. That's one thing we always talk about here is understanding risk management. But the story is hot now. The story will be hot now. I myself, I recently got married, so definitely hit the like, support the fiance. But one of the things that I'm looking at is, hey, I might go on a honeymoon and a cruise now. With all this available, so I know a lot of people were never thinking about jumping back onto a cruise, but hey, you never know. All right, guys, let's go ahead and I'm going to touch three more tickers from the chat, and then we're going to be shutting down. So hit the like, hit the subscribe down below. What are the 3 tickers that we're going to see here? Let's go ahead and go through the chat and find out what are the tickers. All right, I'm seeing KSHB. We're seeing Clorox, CLX. Let's find out. Let's see if we can find something. All right. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Look, you got a kind of a release here, guys. I know someone's asking for the news, so let's find out what we got here. It says that PNG Professionals Clorox launched the Safer Together pilot program to help consumers. So it looks like there's a program being launched here. Clorox Health surveyed here. So there's news. You got a catalyst. And what's going to happen is this stock was a stay-at-home stock. This was a coronavirus kind of play. where are you going to find support is really the important part in this stock. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we think coronavirus is not going completely away with this vaccine, but it's definitely not as dangerous if we do get this vaccine to work. So that's what's happened here. Is just a quick turnaround, and it just shows you that sometimes you got to take profits. Let's talk about Zoom. You see it. You see it. It fell down. It just completely tanked down from that high. This is one thing that I would say as a lesson to a lot of traders is learn how to take some profit targets and understand that sometimes being greedy and looking for 100% moves, 200% moves, it can cost you some profit. So you have to determine what works for you and what's best for you. I know we had a conversation in pre-market prep here, guys. Just to kind of my last kind of touch here. We got Pfizer, Netflix. Let's do Rocket. Let's do Rocket because I think I talked about a Biden possible boom in housing with the first-time buyers market could get a potential 15,000 tax credit from Biden. I think this is one that you look for to buy off support. So if I could get a chance to buy it down here, 18s, 19s, or even get it lower than the IPO price, I really like this one in the long term. Definitely a stock. You have to look at it more in the long term. You need it to get back up towards those levels and get back above 23, 24, 25. And then when you see volume go through those levels, you'll be looking really nice. But I think you're definitely getting some support there. And if this Biden tax credit is going to come through, I think this is just an even bigger catalyst with the low interest rates that we have.
Mitch,
Plus
just want to
the credit.
I just want to say, Mitch, just want to say you hit your 200 mark.
Boom! You see what happens?
Live 200. Yep.
Boom! Let's do it.
Happened. Yep.
Hit the subscribe. Hit the like below, guys.
Yeah, you hit your 200 mark. So if I had a musical thing here, which I wish I did, I would have started playing like a celebration.
I got you. You know what? I was saving this for another thing, but why not just celebrate? Let's go, baby.
That was great. I like it. Thank you. Yeah, that was fun. I like that. That was good.
All right, guys.
Yeah. So
let's go ahead and we'll probably go ahead and start wrapping up here, guys. Go ahead and definitely hit the like, hit the subscribe down below. I appreciate you guys staying with us. That's what we wanted to do today. Is just there's so much going on in the market. We want to be definitely there for you guys. So definitely hit the subscribe as we see the market. Let's take a look at where the SPY is now. Looks like we're still getting that pullback. Looks like we got too far extended in the pre-market and we're still pulling back here, guys. I think this is one thing that you have to pay attention to in this market. One thing I started paying attention to is pre-markets trending, and then towards the open you get kind of this reversal.
How do you see the pre-markets trending stuff?
Okay, so one of the things is our pre-market opens up here. You can shade this if you needed to, but pre-market opens up usually around 4 a.m. and then you get this move like you got here in 6:45. You get this rocket all the way up until 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is when you started seeing that trend reversal. Why a lot of traders come on at 9 o'clock, and then so all the kind of the big guys selling into the pre-market. Then boom, when the market opens, a lot of traders are thinking this is going to rip up, and the big boys take their profits and let it come back down to support, looking to scoop up again.
Yeah, and then also, Mitch, someone put Booking.com on there. I've been buying Booking for a little bit. I don't own a ton of it, but BKNG.
BKNG. All right, let's go into BKNG. I can talk about this stock now because I actually my girlfriend used to work for Booking and have some insight into this company. It's looking like it's coming back, guys. One of the things
I can't see on the screen because I'm on
we're at 2084. We had a boost of about you're looking at $200 from the 6th. So from Friday, a $200, 200-point boost. That's getting up there, guys. We're hitting major resistance now, though. That's one thing that you can point out clearly up here, and it's just rejecting off the resistance, the known resistance here. So I would look for pullbacks in this stock. But
Okay.
is Booking going to do better in this environment? Yes. Expedia is one also to look at. Expedia is XPE. So watch out for that one. As you can see, kind of same gappage. So that's going to be it for us, guys. And one of the things that I would always recommend is using that peers feature. That peers feature is so important, guys. Looks like my camera went down here. Got to get a longer charger here. But if when you use this peers feature, you're going to be able to find stocks that are really related. And I think that's so important, is try to find stocks that are related to yours so you can keep an eye on your stocks and how they move.
Yep. And so we want to thank you guys. We don't know if you joined our 10 a.m. hour or 9:30 to 10:30. Maybe we can do it more often. But thank you for Mitch taking us through the market and what was going on. We'll be back here at 12:15 or 12:10 with Hot Stocks Luke talking about trades. Luke brings the energy daily, and he may have some guest surprises on. I may be on, not sure. He may want to do his own show today because he is hot today. And so want to thank Mitch for putting this together. He did awesome. Give Mitch a thumbs up. Mitch, you did great. It was a last minute thing when we saw the market doing what it was doing. We're like, Mitch, can you get on the tubes? And I think you did great. So if you think Mitch did great, hit the one button, let him know. Yeah, I like it. Morning with Mitch show. That's a good one. So there you go. That's a good name. Snap Crackle Pop made that one up. But all right, guys, have a great day. Please subscribe, like, share this with your friends. We'll be back on at 12:10, 12:15. And thank you. And Mitch, thank you.
Yeah. One thing before we go, definitely catch the afternoon show with Jason Raznick and Hot Stocks Luke. But definitely check out also the indicator video that we put out on VWAP. If you're looking for an indicator to use and also looking to see how a trader is actually profiting off this, you can check out A Trader's Journey with Kenny Glick.
Yes, with Kenny Glick. And then also check out Mitch's Trader's Journey, as you just said, the VWAP, and it's a good trader's journey. Kenny Glick's an interesting guy. So go to YouTube and go to Benzinga and you'll see it all. You got a lot of ones there. All right, guys, thank you. And we will see you later.
Yep. Posting the link and then in the chat. There you go. You guys have a great one.
Link? All right.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Peace.
Posting it.